All right. Now for the first thing, we will start building the Tor server. So we will have Ubuntu 18 and we will install Tor for it, and we will run a simple Tor website, and it will represent the disgusting website for the child pornography thing, all right, that Elliot captured. Now for that, we will install and we will start installing VirtualBox. Then we will start installing Ubuntu ISO image, the Ubuntu 18. Then we will install Ubuntu and we will start installing Tor. Then we will start deploying that Tor website. So from Google, let's go to the virtualbox.org, to the downloads. And from here, depends on the host machine you have. So actually, currently I am having Ubuntu machine, which is Linux machine. So I will go to the Linux distribution from here, okay? And from here, I have Ubuntu 20, which is this one. So I will go to it and I will download it as this, okay? Now I have it here downloaded. So I will open the terminal like this, and I will type this sudo dpackage -i, then the name of the package, the .deb or Debian package, and press enter. But by the way, I already have it installed, so I will not install it. And by the way, the D package or the Debian package, which is the package manager. So here, and -i option, by providing the -i option, sorry, let's increase the font size. So yeah, you can see that here. So -i, which means install. So the package, install this package. Okay. Now another way, sometimes this will not work. Another way, by typing sudo apt install, but not putting anything, just put /virtual. By the way, /, which means that the current place, and this is the package. Okay. And this will install the package here. All right. But by the way, I already installed it. So you are good to go. Now here, if you are Ubuntu user or Linux user. Now if you are Windows user, it is okay. Or it is easy actually. Just install here from Windows and next, and so on. The same thing for Mac OS X. Next, nothing. All right. Or you can just follow the steps like brew install or something or like that. So if I go to the OS X here, you can see that I am installing that .dmg package, and just double click on it when you are a Mac user and it will go smoothly. The same thing for Windows, it is exe or executable file. Just double click on it, next until it is finished. All right. Now let's go to Ubuntu. So Ubuntu 18 download. Okay, like this. Here is the official website for it. So actually, if I go to it, you can see we are using Ubuntu 18 LTS Bionic Beaver. All right. Now here we want to install the desktop image. By the way, we can install the server image, and the difference between those two actually, well, they have some differences, but the main difference actually, the desktop, it has a desktop environment, which means a GUI, graphical user interface. But here the server will not come with as a GUI. Now there are other differences, but we will not talk about it. No big deal. All right. So from here, just download this, which is the .iso image. Okay. By the way, you can scroll down and you have it as a torrent if you prefer a torrent. By the way, it's up to you. Okay. And again, I already installed this. Okay. Now, if you download and install VirtualBox successfully, you will see this interface. Now from here, let's add here. Okay. Or we can actually, let's go to the new. So new, let's name Tor. Let's name it Tor, and the type is Linux. And here is the version. It will be Ubuntu 64 or 32, depends on what you installed. But I installed 64. Let's go next. Now we will give it 1 giga RAM or memory. It will be 10 giga enough. Create. And yeah, we'll choose the default settings, which is VDI, dynamic. And here is 10 giga. Create. And we are ready to go. Now we have two things to do here. The first thing, which is the storage. So go to the storage. From the control IDE, from the empty here, choose from here and choose Ubuntu 18 and press OK. Okay, but before that, go to the network and make sure the adapter 1 is only enabled. 2, 3, 4, we don't need them. We need only 1, and make sure it is enabled, and make sure it is bridge adapter. Okay, and choose the adapter you prefer. Currently I am using Wi-Fi, the wireless card, so I am using this interface or this adapter, not the Ethernet, the ENP1, okay? So the WLP. Okay, now we are ready to go. Now let's go start like this. And here it will ask you for which one to use. Actually, I will use Ubuntu 18, this disk. Okay, now we will have this page. So we will choose install Ubuntu and we will choose English and install Ubuntu. Then we will continue US, English US. Now here we will choose minimal installation and we will uncheck this actually, because we don't need actually all of that. And by the way, we can have the server without using the desktop version actually. Remember when we have the option to download either the desktop Ubuntu or server Ubuntu? No, actually we can have the server Ubuntu, so we will not have this graphical interface, but it's okay. It will do the job. So minimal installation and uncheck the download updates while install Ubuntu and continue. Erase disk and install everything. We can enable the encryption, the LVM, but we don't need that actually. So let's install now. And we will go to continue. Now choose the time zone or leave it as is, like New York or California or whatever. Continue. Now name it anything, but I will name it Tor. And as you can see, Tor-VirtualBox, and the name will be Tor, and the password Tor123123. The same thing for Tor123123. Okay? And require my password to login and continue, or login automatically. It's up to you. Actually, these are not important currently, because after all, this is just a simulation for the server, for the Tor server, because actually it's better to have a server Ubuntu, so without the graphical user interface, but it is the same actually. Again, the differences between them is the graphical user interface, the desktop environment, which is this, what we are seeing currently. Let's wait until it is finished. Now, after it is finished, you will see this message. So we will restart now, like this. Now we will wait until the Ubuntu boot again. So here you can see remove the installation medium and press enter. So we will press enter. Now here we choose Tor 123123. Now from here, actually I want to increase the display, increase the resolution. Okay, now the Ubuntu machine is ready. Now it's time to install Tor inside it. Okay, now the first thing, let's open the terminal. So actually from the activities and then type terminal or Ctrl-Alt-T. Alright, actually I got two terminals. Let's close the first one. So we will have it like this. So here we will put sudo apt update. Now this is the first thing. Now type Tor 123123. Now one thing I want to mention, you can see that the virtual machine is very slow. So actually I put the RAM to be 1 giga, but actually it's, if you have a lot of RAM in your host machine, you can increase it a little bit to 2 giga. It's okay, no problem. So from here, from the system, here we want to increase it to 2 giga, but of course we can do this while it is running, right? So we need to stop it first. So actually to stop it, I need to go from here, and I can power off the machine or save the machine state. So actually I want to power off the machine, and from here, from the setting, go to the system and increase it to 2 giga, okay, which is like this. Now press OK, and let's run the machine again. Now it will be much faster, by the way. As you noticed, it is much faster now. So Tor 123123. So the first step was to open the terminal and to type sudo apt update, and we already did that, but it's okay to do that again, no problem. Okay, now after it is finished, let's open the Firefox or the browser. Now in Google, let's type install Tor. As you can see, now here we want to go to the official documentation. So from here, actually we want to go to the documentation, which is from here, from the menu, go to the documentation, and from here go to the expert guides, and let's go to the install Tor on Debian or Ubuntu, which is like this. Now you can see that we can apt install Tor like this. So let's copy that and actually let's put it here. So sudo, don't forget that, apt install Tor. Let's try if this will work or not. Yeah, actually it worked. As simple as that. No worries at all. So it will start installing. Let's wait until it is finished. Alright, cool. Now this is the first step. Now if I scroll a little bit up, you can see that it will start installing a lot of packages, including the Tor stuff, alright, which is this one. The Tor GeoIP, Tor socks, whatever. Okay, now the second thing, we want to install Nginx. So sudo apt install Nginx and press yes. Alright, cool. Now actually we will follow the official documentation. So from here I will go to the expert guides. I will go to the configure an onion service, and from here you can see that we can read that how to install, how to get Tor working, and here we need to install Nginx or as a web server locally, and in our case it was Nginx, and here to configure the onion service. So actually let's start with this. So the first thing we want to go, I will have Vim. By the way, Vim is not installed by default, so we need to install Vim quickly. Now I will Vim etc Tor, and from here I will have Tor rc. Okay, so Tor rc, and from here if you scroll a little bit down, you can see that we will have something called from the documentation here, which is hidden service dir. Okay, now let's search about it. Yeah, you can see it is here. So I will uncomment this. By the way, if you can see that this is a read only. So if I type ls-l here, you can see that it is read only for the group and for the others, which is this one. All right. So we will have the same command vim, but this time with sudo. Okay. So yeah, actually let's delete the comment or the hashtag. So hidden service dir var lib tor hidden service. Actually I want to copy this. This is the place where the hidden service will be, and I will put hidden service on port 80, and it will be on port 80, or actually if you want it to be more secure, you can put another port which is 8080, but we will leave it as is. Okay, so the hidden service port, it will be 80, and the Nginx or the local web server, it will be 80, or here we can change it to 8080. Okay, but we want to change it from the Nginx, but for now let's leave it 80 on the local 80. All right, so let's save that actually, and actually let's go here. So cd to this place, you can see that permission denied, so I need to go as a root user, which is sudo su dash. Okay, now I want to go to this place, and you can see that there are no such file or directory because the hidden service directory is not created yet. So if I go to the var lib cd, so if I go to the var lib tor, you can see that yeah, we have it. We have the cache microservice, we have the Tor services here. Actually, how to create this directory? We need to restart Tor for it to take the effects. Okay, because the effects that we made to the Tor rc file here to be propagated, we need to restart the Tor. Because we made changes, we need to restart the Tor service, obviously. Okay, but before that, let's go to the Nginx, which is etc Nginx sites enabled. Okay, the default. Now this is the default place where the sites will be. So, or the configuration for the server. So you can see that by default it is listening on port 80 on this root var www html. We will go there. By the way, we will go there because this is the index or the default index file or the default index page actually. So yeah, everything is as expected. So if I go here actually to the var html index.nginx debian, here we can see, or we can edit actually a lot of things. So instead of welcome to Nginx, let's name it welcome to Tor website. Okay, now let's save it actually. If the browser, and if I typed 127.0.0.1 on port 80, which is by default, it will give us welcome to Tor website. Now this is from the Nginx, as you can see. This is from the Nginx, which is from this place, all right? As we saw in the Nginx configuration file, okay? Now this is not a Tor website. Now to run the Tor website, we made the changes on the etc tor rc file. We removed the comment, remember? And then secondly, we want to restart the Tor service. So systemctl restart. By the way, we need a root user or the sudo permission for that. And then choose Tor, okay? So now we are ready. Now remember when we looked for this hidden service and we couldn't find it, no such file or directory. Now it should be here. If I type ls, yeah, you can see it is here. So if I go to it, let's see what is inside it. You can see that we have two things here, the host name and the private key. The host name, if I cat it, which means let's see the content of this text file, you can see we have the URL for the service. All right, so far so good. Now actually, if I open this and put it here, will this go? No, actually you can see, because this is a regular browser, Firefox. It will not find this website. Actually, this website is currently available. Now this is the Tor website, but you can see that it is not here. Nothing here, actually, as you can see. We have a problem finding that site. Now for that, we need a special browser, which is the Tor browser. And we can install it from here, by the way. So yeah, if you can see, you can install Tor browser. And I want to install it for Linux, as you can see, because I have Ubuntu. By the way, it's not mandatory to install it from here. You can install it from anywhere you want. Okay, so let's save it. So for example, you want to install it from Windows, from Mac, on your host machine, on your mobile phone, it's okay. It will do the job, no problem. And by the way, it doesn't require you to have a public IP address or something like that, by the way. Even if you are not inside the network, you can access this Tor website if you have the address for it. Now, let's go to it. Let's extract it here. Okay, now let's open it from here. As simple as that. Now, right click here, open the terminal, type ls. You can see that we have executable file here, or script. Now, just /start the Tor browser and open it. It will start launching, as you can see. Now, you can see we will have this. All right, so you can configure the connection to adjust a network settings, or you can just press OK or connect, and it will negotiate and will start establishing the encryption and the connection, as we learned previously from the theory part. It was in our example, this is Alice and the server is Bob. All right, cool. Now you can see that now it is here. Now again, let's go to the terminal here. Actually, I want to close from this and I want to go here. I will copy and paste the onion URL. Now remember when we put it here, it gave us server not found. Now what will happen if we put it here? Let's see. And by the way, Tor is very slow. Keep that in your mind. Why is that? We already know that. Now you can see that, yeah, welcome to Tor website. So you can see that the Tor website are not able to be accessed from a regular web browser. We need a special browser, which is Tor web browser, one of the example. And here we are able to access this website. So no one can access actually this website unless he has the address for it, the .onion address, okay? So to make sure that, yeah, we are going to the same website, so let's change something here. So welcome to Tor website. Let's put another thing here. So let's go to vim var www html the index. Now let's change welcome to Tor website testing or something like that. So let's save that and let's refresh if it will work or not. Yeah, you can see welcome to Tor website testing. So which means that we are going to the exact website that we are serving. And so we are ready to go. Okay. So actually, let's change or put something here. So instead of like that, let's say this is the Tor website, or let's say here Tor website, and here let's put some disgusting content. Okay, like this, because it was child pornography, by the way. So yeah, let's put that and let's refresh. See here. Yeah, you can see that it is here. So it's here, Tor website, some disgusting content. Okay. All right. Now for the Tor web server, we are ready to go. Now in the next lecture, we will start building the Elliot machine or the hacking machine, and then we will start the real stuff